What's up, money? So I saw Bitcoin hit over $61,000 today, but the altcoins, they did not follow. They did not rally whatsoever. Matter of fact, the altcoins, they remained still. But ever since Bitcoin hit 61,000, it has since pulled back, and the altcoins, it started to pull back also. So clearly there's some major weakness in the market. But is this the end of it? Are we about to just take off and enter the bull run? I want to get into that in today's video. Also, I want to bring up some of the altcoins that I'm going to be looking at. So if we do get a massive dump, I'm going to be scooping up the deals on some of these altcoins. Let's get into the charts here. So a few days ago, I mentioned how I saw the potential of Bitcoin falling to about 56K. And this is when Bitcoin was sitting at around 62,000. I mentioned it in my video. I told my Patreon members that I'm not buying any coins right now. And I also told them when I do plan on buying. If you guys are interested in knowing when exactly I start to buy back these coins, you can check the link to my Patreon, which is going to be in my description. But if we take a look at the charts on Bitcoin, right now I've got the weekly time frame pulled up. And on the weekly time frame, things look pretty good. You've got this major cup and handle that's still going on. And typically a cup and handle signifies strength. It signifies that we are in a bullish momentum that's going on, right? It's also got this bull flag that's happening right here. And bull flags are, as it sounds, bullish. Okay, so in the long run, yes, I do think that Bitcoin and crypto is going to continue to make its way up. But in the short term, what's going on right now, when you look at the charts, right now, this is the daily time frame and things kind of doesn't look all that great. It kind of looks like we're in this rising channel here, and typically that's pretty bearish. A rising channel is normally not a very good thing because the way that it normally operates is it goes something like this, goes up, and then just breaks down. So I do think that 60, I went a little bit too far actually, but I think that it's going to break down to previous area where it supported back before, which is around here, about 56,000 Bitcoin. The thing is though, if you're a long-term investor, then you probably don't care. You're just buying up the dips anyways. But if, I'm just letting you guys know this information because I don't want everyone to be panicking and thinking that we're going to just crash all the way down to 48K. I don't think that we're going to touch 48K Bitcoin unless a massive, like really bad news happen. But I think that 56,000 is potentially the bottom. If you guys are leverage traders, by the way, right now, the chart that I have pulled up is the chart from Margex here. And if you guys are leverage traders, you can check out my link to Margex. It requires no KYC. And it's a pretty good platform. This is the one that I use. I still have my trade for Toncoin waiting to get activated. But let's take a look at the Bitcoin indicator and see how things are looking over there. Okay, so let's pull this up for you guys. So here on HG Algo, we still have this bearish momentum that's being fired on Bitcoin. It was fired August 27th, and we don't have any dollar cost average buy signals that's currently being fired. I'm not surprised about that one yet. So right now it's kind of saying, just stay on the sidelines for the most part. Of course, if you're long term and you prefer to dollar cost average, you don't need these indicators to tell you what to do, just as long as you have a plan. A plan always beats everything else. So a plan always beats predictions. A plan always beats charts. Just make sure that you have a plan and just stick to that plan. But now let's get into some of the altcoins that I'm going to be looking at if a massive dump does happen in crypto, because you don't get these opportunities a lot. And we all know what happens once everything crashes. Eventually it's got to bounce back, and the bounce back is going to be absolutely vicious. And we don't want to be chasing the bull. We want to be chasing the bear, but we have to know when to be chasing the bear. So let's take a look at some of the altcoins that I'm going to be looking at. So here on coinMarketCap, the first one that I'm going to be looking at if a massive dump does happen is going to be something like artificial superintelligence / fetch. This one is going to be the first one, and I think that everyone needs to hold some sort of AI play in their portfolio, because I don't think that AI is quite over just yet. I think that we are still just the beginning of it, and I think that if you don't have any sort of AI play in your portfolio, you're going to be missing the boat. So this one here, during the last massive dump in crypto, which was on August 5th, this thing bottomed out at 81 cents and it rallied all the way up to $1.40. So you almost doubled your money since this one bottomed out on August 5th. I want to be buying coins that I think could have a massive, massive bounce back. I don't want to be buying coins that is only going to go up a couple percent if the market tanks. That is just a waste of time right now. I'm trying to maximize the amount of money that I have in my portfolio as much as possible. And I think that something like Fetch or artificial intelligence here is going to be one of those coins that's going to pump seriously if the market decides to tank. It has already shown that it can do a massive rally if it actually pulls back. So Fetch is going to be one here on my list that I'm going to be buying on a massive dump. Another one is going to be Sui. I've already played this one a couple times. This one made me some pretty nice gains since the last dumping on August 5th. So Sui bottomed out at, where was it? About 40, I think it was about 47 cents. About 47 cents. Yeah, that is crazy. And then it rallied and it had a really nice rally. So from 47 cents and it went all the way up here to $1.10. Of course, knowing me, I took profits along the way and I decided to just hold on house money. I don't play around. And this is why I always tell you guys, you need to take profits on the way up because you never know when the market is going to pull back. Because imagine I did buy here down at the bottom at 47 cents. I don't even remember if that's exactly where I caught it, but I know I caught it somewhere close enough to the bottom. Imagine buying at the very bottom. You see this thing run up to $1.12 and you took absolutely nothing off the table. Well, from $1.12, now it's back down to 80 cents. So you just lost out on some potential profits there. So you got to always take profits on the way up because the market right now is extremely unpredictable. Let's go over another one that I plan on getting here. So normally what I do during these massive dumps is I like to stock up on Say and Sui. But if you take a look at Say, I realize that there's a lot of nothing happening because this thing bottomed out at 20 cents during the last dumping. So it bottomed out right here. I think it was like, yeah, 20 cents. And it went as high as 36 cents before pulling back. Now, of course, that is almost a double up on your money because 20 cents almost hits 40 cents. It's almost a double up, but it's not quite a double up. And I also believe that a lot of people is not really looking at Say right now. I think that in the longer term, Say is going to make people a killing. It actually does look like, we'll see where the market goes, but it's actually looking pretty decent on the charts because, yeah, it bottomed out and then it stopped here, and then as long as it doesn't pull back any further, if it pulls back from where the price is at right now, then I don't know, this thing could potentially head all the way back down to 20 cents. Let's hope that doesn't happen, but I'm not planning on buying any Say because I only want to buy coins that I feel is going to have a vicious comeback. Now, another one that I'm going to be buying on a dip is Caspa here. And the reason for Caspa is the KRC20 launch is coming and it's actually holding up pretty nicely in comparison to a lot of the coins right now. And I do think that one of the reasons is because of the KRC20 launch, which is expected any day now. But Caspa, if this thing decides it wants to crash down to 12 cents, this thing did not have a massive rally since dumping with the overall market. It crashed about 12.5 cents and right now it's sitting at 16.5. I think it went as high as like 17.7 cents. So the rally wasn't a massive rally. It didn't double or anything like that. This one is more so because I know that the KRC20 is going to get launched and the rally on this thing could be absolutely epic. Absolutely epic. So I'm looking to scoop up some swing trade. I already have my Caspa bag, so I'm just looking to scoop up some swing trades on the new Caspa bags that I'm going to be buying. Now, the final one, the final altcoin, and then I'm actually going to mention a meme coin. But the final altcoin that I'm looking to get is Toncoin here. And I've talked about this one enough times. Matter of fact, I just made like 2 Toncoin videos basically back to back today. And I said in those videos that Toncoin is going to make people a killing. If I see this thing, I heard people calling for a $2 Toncoin. I don't think that is going to happen. But if this thing was to touch $2, I am going to load the boat like I have never loaded the boat before. That's what I'm going to be doing. None of this is financial advice. At the end of the day, do what you think is best for yourself. But I can't sleep on Toncoin, not with everything that's going on with the resistance movement that's happening. It's just, you can't ignore a movement. It's kind of silly. It's like ignoring the narratives. You can't do that, right? That's how you miss out on a whole ton of opportunities in the market. And I don't plan on missing out on any opportunities in the market. But the last one, which is a meme coin that I'm going to be loading the boat on, is Resistance Dog. Right now, it's sitting at 58 cents. If I see this thing touch for 38 cents, I'm going to start to load the boat. And I got into this one recently at 44 cents. I mentioned it to my Patreon members. If they did get in, then they got in at that low too. We saw this thing run all the way up to about 90 cents, I believe it was, in a matter of, like, I bought it and I think it was literally within an hour or two, this thing just skyrocketed up to about 90 cents. So I think that Resistance Dog is going to make people kill in. The current market cap is only 58 million, so it's still super tiny. I would not be surprised if something like this ends up flipping Dogecoin because of the movement that's happening. Like I said, don't go against the movement. Always follow where the money is going to flow. And I think that Toncoin and its meme coins, I think the money is going to flow into both of them, and some real life-changing gains is going to be made there. But anyways, I just want to say, if you guys are long-term investors or short-term swing traders, don't give up on the crypto market. Things are always going to look nasty. You know, things don't just run up forever. Things eventually has to cool down. And like I showed at the beginning of this video, on the weekly, things are still looking pretty good. Just on the daily, there is some weakness. But I still believe that crypto is going to make even more millionaires. It's already making a ton of millionaires. It could be one of you. One of you could be next. If you just believe, you stick to it, and you stick to a plan, eventually you will definitely get there. But that's what I have for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did enjoy this video, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. Check out a few of the links that I have in my description down below. And until next time, take care.